I got my new bike, but more on that later. Hello, everybody. As you know, I am in Bulgaria, possibly the most beautiful place in the whole entire world. I'm cruising around some of the back roads here between the villages. I'm about maybe 20 some kilometers from the coast, from beautiful sunny beach, the world's number one resort. The camera really doesn't pick up the lushness and the greenness and the sheer madness of the beauty that you get to see when you sort of cruise around the whole country, really, but especially here on the coast. It's so crazy beautiful. It's crazy. There's so many little roads, sort of intertwined, near the coast, and with little cool, amazing little towns. You just have to go check it out. When you're here, it's so joyful to be able to just nice and slowly meander and stop and just look, and then meander a little bit more and just look. Okay, so it's been a little bit gloomy here, so I haven't been with a huge smile on my face the last few days because it's been raining, it's been cold. We haven't really done like the late night crazy jaunts to Flower Street or any even like restaurant hopping or anything like that. It's been actually cold, like the week and a half, really just kind of strange weather. The Bulgarian meteorologists, thanks for nothing, buddies. So yeah, so that kind of sucks the last few days. I just got back from Varna. There was some stupid holiday thing there. I spent a few days dealing with the motorcycle stuff. Obviously, just every single time I go and visit Varna, it is twice as more fun and twice as cool, twice just more joyful than the time before. I did all the fun kind of little restaurant-y things, ate lots of different foods and late night sushi and morning sushi and little bits and pieces of all kinds of stuff. Walked around, even though the weather was a bit gloomy, it was so beautiful, so beautiful. Even in the rain, I had my kind of rain jacket on. I was walking around. Wow, it's busy. It's lineups of freaking restaurants. It's crazy how on a Thursday afternoon, a late evening, you really need to call ahead probably a couple of hours to some of the restaurants. It's so busy. It's so crazy. I mean, literally lineups to all the places. It's so amazing. That makes me obviously super, super happy. And you see all the delivery bikers, from the hot dog places to the hamburger places to all the fancy high-end restaurants. The dudes are hustling around on their bikes doing deliveries and stuff. So it's kind of a cool, the new economy kind of thing. Awesome to see that. Fancy cars, fucking beautiful people everywhere. And, every step of the way, you're like, oh, hello. And you meet somebody new. Oh, do you want to try this or have a look at this? And it's just, oh my goodness. It is so much fun. So what else? Yeah, I walked around. I stayed in sort of the old town. It was really cool. I still, that old area that's getting super revitalized. I got to tell you, I find that whole area to not only be possibly the most beautiful sort of that old town in Bulgaria, but maybe all of Europe in many ways. Love strolling there. I kind of wish couple things, people would stop fucking spray painting everything with that fucking shitty football team they have here. Swastikas still, and so many people are spending so much money restoring these gorgeous old homes, repainting and just, new windows, new doors, new everything. I mean, it's so spick and span. It's so nice. And then some fucking asshole's gonna go and just spray some shit. Come on. There's got to be some better laws or just, it just makes me so angry because it's so nice. It's so nice. That whole neighborhood, that the old town kind of when you walk around from downtown to the sea. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It is gorgeous. I can walk there, just meander around the streets. I mean, just essentially in circles. a whole day, maybe 2 days, just explore and take photos and say hi to everyone. New pubs, new restaurants, just little out of the way, little places you like look down. It's like, oh, you can get a beer here, or you can get like a little piece of salmon here, or oh, just awesome, just awesome. I love it. Another thing, oh, I'm being a big bitchy today, is this fucking plastering dead people photos onto trees. Oh, it's tradition. Stop fucking doing that. Let these people be dead. So you see these, pieces of paper, nailed, fucking nails and staples and thumbtacks and all that. Every tree, and even if they don't have it, you can run your hand down these beautiful, and these are like beautiful, gorgeous trees in this old part of town. You run your hand, and there's fucking just nails, countless nails and thumbtacks and all this shit. Please stop doing that. Let these people be dead. And I'm looking at babies and these teenage girls and nailed to the side of a tree. I mean, you gotta stop doing that, please. And especially, the reason why I'm mentioning it now is because it was raining. So of course, windy, all that. So all that stuff just falls down, and you're walking and you see the stuff just strewn all over the ground, and it's like pictures of dead people like floating around, and just so much garbage. And of course they put like a plastic film on this to protect it from the sun or protect it from the rain, so it kind of stays intact. But there's like hundreds of them everywhere, just garbage on the ground. Have some respect for yourself, and even more importantly, have some respect for the people who are dead. Please don't plaster their photos on trees. And 4 big fucking nails, on this thing. You gotta stop doing that. It's respect the dead. I had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry, because it was really bothering me. It was really bothering me. Anyways, when you're here, go visit Varna. You freaking must. It's super easy to go. Grab the bus from Sunny Beach, even if you have a rental, if you have a motorbike, if you whatever, doesn't matter. It's so easy. It's awesome. You go to the Autogara, jump on the bus, €6. It's so much faster now. I've said this before. The bus does not stop, halfway in like Obzor or whatever so everybody has a cigarette party. Fuck, they don't do that anymore. They may stop to grab some more people, drop somebody off. One second, literally 1 second. The bus driver flies through the most funnest and sort of, this whole scenery along the coast is amazing. Take the trip to Varna and just walk around, spend a day, spend a night. Got yourself a little Airbnb downtown, a hotel. Very nice, very inexpensive. And just walk around, go to the pubs. Oh, the pub was so much fun. Oh my goodness. If you like, watching sports, you want to catch up on a football thing or whatever, loads of pubs. You can make 1,000. You can make 1,000 friends. 1,000 friends in one sort of a 24-hour period. So definitely go, and then you just catch the bus back. When you arrive, take the first stop off where the bus driver stops. It's right in the center. Varna is crazy walkable. You don't need absolutely anything else. Just your feet. Drop off your backpack, whatever you have with you. Minimal travels. Leave it at your Airbnb, leave it at your hotel, and just walk around. Oh, geez. And go to suburbia. Go to some of those old sort of the old Russian commie blocks, whatever they want to call them. But just wander around, just say hi to people. You see people sitting around, having cigarette parties and chatting, drinking wines and rakias. Sit down with them. Forget the language barrier. Yes, there will be a bit of a language barrier. I promise you, from the bottom of my heart. You wiggle your arms a little bit. You say some word a little bit here and there. You'll have the best conversation ever. You'll understand every single thing, and you'll learn a lot, because everybody has something really fun to say. Even if they have conflicting views with yours, welcome them. Learn from the people here. They will learn from you. Many people want to practice their English. You want to practice your Bulgarian a little bit. Oh, just like you just cry in joy. How much fun you can have just wandering around some of these different neighborhoods, in any Bulgarian city, of course, or village, but Varna especially. So much fun. Okay, so I'll continue. This might be a video with a bunch of banter. I'm cruising along the road here. I think what I'm going to do is maybe continue on with my motorbike story and how I kind of acquired it. The last few months of sort of craziness and dealing with, oh yeah, so much stuff. It's finally behind me, and the outcome after some frustrations, but it was fine. Everything just worked out so beautifully, like it always does in this beautiful country. So I'll continue on with little bits of video. I'm gonna go and cruise around. I've got about maybe 7 villages to visit today, and time will tell when the road takes me. Okay, so one sec, stay tuned. I have absolute brain overload, essentially. Like, just everything in my body has just gone completely crazy because of how beautiful everything is here. Okay, so I'm still about 20 kilometers away from Sunny Beach, away from the coast, and cruising all the between all the hills and stuff and the valleys and little farmlands and wineries. And this is like a little church. I think it's connected to the winery. There's some people hanging out there, already having their little rakia shots. Super cool. Look. Okay, so it's supposed to be a bit of a motorbike video. So just to tell you guys about the process of motorcycle ownership and all of my trials and tribulations of having a bike. So I actually had a bike when I was growing up in Canada. I actually started kind of upside down because I was a dumb and foolish man. I started with like a super crazy super bike. That was my first bike, actually. My first 2 bikes were GSXR, a 750 and a 1000. I love that, don't get me wrong, but obviously it was the wrong bike for a 20-some-year-old guy, but obviously I loved it. I loved it. It was amazing. So motorcycle stuff was always in my head. Never really, for some reason, when I first moved here, I thought of having a bike or a scooter for the first few years. Never really crossed my mind. I don't even know why. Sunny Beach is so walkable. We don't really have many places to go. We do have our van. So I never ever thought about it, which is very strange because, after walking, and again, Sunny Beach and the coast, all the complexes, restaurants, the beach, of course, awesome to walk. It's the best way to get around in Sunny Beach is just walking. The second best way is grab yourself a bike. Get a proper bike for yourself. You don't need to spend a lot of money. Check out the used forums. Spend $50. Get yourself a really nice bike that fits you best, and just do that. Amazing. If you want to cruise over on your pedal bike to Janet to grab some groceries, Mlados, all that kind of stuff, it's awesome. But again, Sunny Beach is as walkable as can be. You can walk to Nesebar with ease. It's not a big deal. Oh my goodness, half an hour walk, you have the best time, absolutely best time. Back to the motorbike. Okay, so initially I started with my little scooter. I've had it for a couple of years. The experience of buying it was kind of really weird. The bike came from Poland and went through a reseller in Sofia. Those guys were hard to deal with, and it was shipped over to my place. And that process was okay. The bike was really inexpensive, cheap on gas, cheap to maintain. Absolutely zero problems. I put a few thousand kilometers on it now. It's still as good as new. I absolutely love it. I think the most perfect, if you are going to get a motorbike, the most perfect bike, if you're not going to be going any sort of long distance cruising, heading to Sofia or Plovdiv or whatever, get yourself a little 50cc scooter. It's perfect. It'll even get you to Kablishkovo, although slowly. Most of the scooters now go about 60 kilometers an hour. The speed limit is 60, so you'll be fine if you're going 55 and stuff. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. So the best place, I guess, depends what you're looking at in case of bike. Once you find the bike that you want, or at least the type of bike that you're looking for, Whether you're buying used or new, always, just check online. OLX, bazaar.bg, or maybe Facebook Marketplace. Those are going to be the best places for you to look for bikes. Now, my frustration was this: every time I sent a message to somebody through OLX or email, whatever it is, 9 times out of 10, let's say 19 times out of 20, I don't get it. You're not going to get a reply. I never understood this, and it's not a language barrier. The whole thing is translated into Cyrillic, and if you're trying to sell something and somebody writes you a wall of text asking you about the thing that you're selling, whatever language it is, you try to at least in some way to respond to them. So in that one answer, you're gonna get, like, hey, I'm looking to purchase your, Africa Twin or your Tenere or whatever you have for sale, or your scooter. You ask, mileage, this, and this. You wait 3 weeks. Yes, it'll be like, yes, that's the answer. Okay, so it's frustrating as fuck, and I never understood that. And not just with used people, because many dealers, those guys speak English just perfectly. So you write a bit of a message through their website, you just don't get a reply. And we're talking about, like, I don't want to name any names, but like big freaking dealerships in Burgas, in Plovdiv, in Yamaha dealership in Sofia. And they'll send you a message maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, like a month later, and say, "Oh, Matt, I'm really sorry I didn't respond to you." Well, yeah, it's been a month. We might be able to help you with so and so. This is so unhelpful. Just so unhelpful. You're in the business to make money. I'm giving you money, and you're gonna give me, a product that I want. This is your job, and it's so strange. It's so strange. Okay, few tips when you're buying a used bike, and why not? Try to buy something sort of newer. There's a scooter shop in Sunny Beach now. It's awesome. The guys are great. However, try to buy something with fuel injection, sort of modern amenities. Maybe ABS might be important to you. Unless you're very, sort of a romantic and you want an old, like Honda CB 400 or 750, from the 70s, and of course they're gorgeous. If you can find a good deal, they're crazy expensive now. That's just an example. If you want to buy something like that, just be aware that, some things will go wrong. The bike may not start because it's cold outside, or you may need a part, and they're very hard to find, bits and pieces for older vintage bikes. Keep that in mind. You need your carbs adjusted or cleaned. Something will fall off. Be conscious that you're living. A lot of things are actually strangely accessible still, but there's something to be said about just buying sort of a newish bike. You jump on it, boom, and off you go. Fuel injection, plus fuel efficiency, and just all that Euro compliance, and it's cheaper. They're just a lot cheaper to run, cheaper to insure. There are certain tiers. There are tiers when it comes to insurance, and of course your licensing, where 50 to 50 cc to like 300. I think for 300 or 400 cc, your insurance is like nothing. I mean, you're paying about $5, $10 a month. So just keep that in mind. I'm probably the only person in this world who actually recommends buying just like a brand new Chinese bike. Spend a couple $1,000, maybe $1,500. Get it shipped. It'll be brand new, under warranty, super easy to maintain. Parts are like $10. Perfect for this beautiful part of the world. I don't know, that stigma that some of these other manufacturers, and all these from China, it's from India, it's bullshit. It's such bullshit these days. We're living in a global economy. A lot of this stuff is really behind us. So it's okay to buy, like a Kimco, whatever the brand is, a scooter or some other Chinese brand. No problems whatsoever. And parts like that. Go to AliExpress because you broke your window off, $10. Some pedal thing, or you crashed and you need a fairing, AliExpress, $15, shipped over to your door. It's easy, super, super easy. Okay, so you're buying used, no problem. You're looking around, you're gonna notice, controversial, lots of for sale things are too good to be true. You're gonna see a big, beautiful BMW or a beautiful Honda, whatever, all this stuff, low mileage, all this, his gorgeous bike, it's going to say no documents. Stay the fuck away from that. This is not, we're not in the 60s anymore, 70s. The bike is stolen. You're not going to be able to insure it. And if you get pulled over by the cops, they'll take it away or whatever. I'm not sure exactly the process. It's completely worthless. Even if you're trying to be some swindler, you want to buy it for parts or whatever, just fucking stay away from those bikes. If it says for village use only, so you call the guy and say, hey guy, blah blah blah. Oh Matt, no problem. You can, you're in Sunny Beach. Oh yeah, no problem. You can just, just use it in Sunny Beach. You don't need a plate. It's for village use. No. The police are everywhere. And they don't fuck around anymore. You're not gonna keep 20 pounds in your pocket and you're gonna get pulled over by the cops here and you're gonna be like, well, here's $20. Just let me go. No. Be a cool guy. Be a cool expat. The cops here are really nice. They're really nice. They're reasonable and awesome. Obey the fucking laws. Obey the laws. Make sure you have a plate on your bike. Be nice to everyone. Things like drinking. I don't need to tell you that. Oh, just please don't. Fuck. And speeding and stuff like that, just don't. There's no need for it. You are, when you're on your bike, when you're on your scooter, you're in your car, it's just going to be filled with joy by just being able to hang out here in this beautiful place. And, most of the time cruising just slowly even below the speed limit between these towns here is so joyful. So please, this is not, you're not going to bribe the police because, you forgot something or your bike isn't insured or properly registered. So please keep that in mind. If you see an advertisement on OLX or any of the internet places and it says no documents, do not buy it. Do not think that the person is saying to you that, oh yeah, it's okay, you're going to be able to ride it around in Kablashkovo or somewhere. Nope, you cannot do that anymore. Do not have that weird mentality where, it's still kind of old school and stuff. It is not. The cops have modern stuff, modern cars now, modern equipment. They will laugh at you and you're going to look like a fool. Respect yourself for sure. But more importantly, please respect this beautiful country and its laws. It's really important. So yeah, don't buy a shitty stolen bike. Same with cars, of course. You'll see a lot of cars. Wow, look at this beautiful 5 Series BMW. I mean, used BMWs are inexpensive, but this one is for parts only. Jeez, I wonder why. Okay, more to come, guys. Look at this. Wow. Italy prides itself on come travel the back country of Italy, explore the hilltop towns of Tuscany, stay in agriturismo and explore all the Italian history. Why doesn't Bulgaria advertise this craziness that's here? So you guys are probably bored of me just yapping about the same thing over and over again. I've written now through about 7 crazy beautiful, crazy awesome, quaint villages. And, many of them are like, the time stood still. But there's lots of places here that if you look around, you can probably even stay at, and, go for little walks, go for little hikes. There are shops. And yeah, you can just sleep and there's restaurants. Really nice people. Every time I drive by somewhere, I just wave to everybody. Fucking waves and screams and says hello. What a crazy, beautiful place to explore, I'm still about maybe 30 kilometers from Sunny Beach, from the coast. And it's so, and it's spotless. I keep thinking it's like almost overnight, everything's changed. There's no garbage. I'm riding around on even some of these kind of really out of the way roads here on my new bike. And everything is so clean. It's spotless. I mean, there's nothing. Wow. So I'm cruising around. It was sunny just a moment ago. Cruising around through this valley and cool twisty turns. And then all of a sudden, the trees sort of come and it becomes almost super dark. You're going through this tree tunnel, for about a kilometer. I'm singing to myself. It's crazy. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. So you found your dream bike. You found your dream car. What do you do next? Super, super important, okay? Super important. You can email back and forth, get lots of photos, maybe even a video of your dream motorcycle or your dream BMW, whatever you're buying, car, whatever. Do not, under any circumstances, ever send money sight unseen, ever. If you think that, oh, it's a bank transfer, it's, you're just using IBAN or whatever, even a deposit, if it's $100, couple $100, sure, good faith deposits, no problem. But do not send money. You are now, you're Linda in Brighton. You found, you're going through a crisis, midlife crisis. You want to buy yourself a little sporty BMW or a nice little Mercedes station wagon because they're cool. And, Ivan in Yumble has one for sale. He's going to show you a bunch of photos and show you maybe even the documents, all that stuff. It's 10,000 euros. Super freaking awesome deal. He sends you the bank information. Oh my God, don't do it. Don't send any money. Ever. Do not do that. You have zero recourse. It's like handing an envelope full of cash. Do not do it. Yes, you can report to the cops. Oh my God, you can go through the courts. You can do all this shit. But are you going to be doing that? He knows. He knows. The guy in Yamble knows. He's done it before. Nobody is going to be dealing with the court system here. You're not going to be spending money, flying back and forth, dealing with lawyers and dealing with all that stuff. Buddy here is going to close down his account. He's going to go somewhere else. He's going to take all your money and buy a cube fan full of cigarettes and rakia and pirinsko, and you're fucked. Don't fucking do it. So, you found something that you like. For example, you found yourself a really cool, let's say scooter, your Yamaha that you've always dreamt of buying. Somebody has one. It's in a town far away. Go see it. Meet the guy who's selling it. See the bike, sit on it, start it, take it for a test drive. Start it up, run it for a while. Check the tires, check everything. Take it to a mechanic if it's a big investment for you. If it's a small investment for you, get it checked out, go to a mechanic. If it doesn't work out, you know what? It doesn't matter. Let me tell you why. Because when you come back, you will have a smile on your face in both situations. You'll either come back with your dream bike and you're here in Sunny Beach, you're Mr. Cool, here's my brand new Yamaha or your car that you bought, whatever it is. Or you'll still come back with a smile on your face because you got to travel around this beautiful country, you met some new people, you got to visit some new towns that you wouldn't otherwise go see. So it doesn't matter, but make sure you buy things that you see, unless you're crazy. Well, unless you're crazy like me, because I bought my bike sight unseen, so don't try not to do that. That's a whole other story that's coming soon. So please don't send money ever to anyone. Go check out the bike, get it checked out, and you're gonna have it shipped back. Remember, you can't just cruise away and come back on the bike or car. There is, so that's going to be the angry video, the angry segment, which is coming soon. Next, maybe, about the red tape and paperwork and all the shit that you have to deal with here in Bulgaria when you're registering a vehicle. It is going to be as nice as possible. Fucking shit. So bear with me, and I'm gonna continue on cruising, and then I'll show you my bike at the end. It's pretty cool. Welcome to my B-roll. I was just driving by Lidl to pick up the infamous Lidl crack sausages. They are so good. So yeah, whenever you're here, grab a little box like this. Just, I told you guys before, just have somebody watch over you, because it's not possible just to eat one. You'll eat the whole fucking box. They're so good. I get a little voda gazowana, and I continue on my journey. Whoa. What a crazy few hours. Okay, I can finally put on my Sunny Beach hat, even though I'm not in Sunny Beach. So, let me tell you the story. So I left earlier this afternoon, cruised around, ended up on these super back roads, then pulled out on the main road, and I'm looking at the sign. It says, "Hey man," he says, "Hey man, you're only about 12 kilometers or something like that from Varna." So I'm like, "Okay, great. I'll go back to Varna because I was just there a few days ago. Super excited, awesome. Cruise to Varna. It's still beautiful. It's still awesome. I'm thinking maybe I'll go to Dobrich. Never been to Dobrich. How crazy is that?" I started heading towards Dobrich about 10 kilometers. Freaking thunderstorms, and I mean like epic thunderstorms. So I'm not such a great rider. I have brand new tires, bike that I've only used for a day. So I'm like, Matthew, you're being very stupid. So I ended up returning back to Varna, where it was clear skies, but now the thunderstorm is like, might as well just be attached to the freaking back of my neck. So then I'm thinking maybe the Golden Sands Resort. Jeez, the freaking thunderstorm is literally just following me. So I'm driving maybe 15 kilometers north of Varna, and it was just way too much. It was too crazy. So I ended up just having to drive actually many kilometers to find a little loop to come back. And yeah, so I'm back in this beautiful city again. I'm at a really cool pub, drinking some really cool, really cool beer. My bike is packed just outside. I have a place to stay just upstairs, which is always amazing, and I'm really happy. However, we must continue on the crazy bike registration process. So you've got your bike, you bought it in a village, in Sofia, in Burgas, in Lovech, wherever you bought it, doesn't matter. If you're living in Sunny Beach, you have to bring, whether it's a car or a motorcycle, it must come back on a transport to Burgas, to the police station, to the KAT, to the CAT station. This is the craziness of this system. Whatever you think is, the way your brain works, the way you think things should be, and the way you think common sense would dictate the way things should work, they're the opposite. Just call everything the opposite. Whatever you think the way things are going to be when it comes to registration, getting a plate put on your bike, dealing with all those little things, welcome to hell. So once your bike is transported to, again, the Burgas office, it's easy to find as you enter Burgas from Sunny Beach. The first swirly, go right, go two swirlies, then go right again. It's this awful, complex, dirty, gross, just... This is the worst part of dealing with this process of buying a car or a bike. So just please don't let this deter you from loving this country, because this is going to be the lowest point in your life here as a Bulgarian citizen, I think. Certainly as an expat, me living here, it has been the worst thing ever. I've been there many times now, having to deal with these evil people. They're evil. They're not just inefficient and mean and strange, and the whole system is just so fucked, but they're actually really mean. Like, they're just mean. I urge you to come with a translator. Bring a lawyer, bring a friend, bring somebody with a sharp tongue, somebody who will just stand their ground, because in the end, you're just doing very simple things. Here is paperwork for my bike, for my car. All you have to do is take it, look at it, and say, oh yes, that's great, because it will be. And they will, in the end, there's a bunch of steps, photocopying and dealing and signing and papers and this. Then you wait in line, and then you wait another line, and then you talk to this person and this person. And everything is so gross, just so gross. So leave your, leave your brain behind. So you must arrive there as early as it possibly can. I don't know how you're going to figure this out, because when a car or bike arrives at a certain time, let's say in like an afternoon, I don't understand what you do with the bike, because they close at 4:30, 5 o'clock kind of thing, and then you can't get in because the lineups are a mile long. Do you leave? I don't understand what you do with your car at that point. Do they let you store it till the next day? That part I'm not sure about. but please, just please be nice, just be nice, and just please realize that this really isn't the way the rest of the country operates. Bulgaria deserves far better than this whole system. Everybody, anybody who drives a car or a motorbike must go through this. So every single person here in this country, at some point, whether you're a young kid, first-time driver, or old, man in his 50s getting his first car, you must go through this system, and it just leaves a really freaking sour note. It will leave a sour note in your face, in your mouth. Bulgaria deserves better. This whole place needs to be completely torn down. The whole system needs to be opposite. So, you arrive, everything's cash. It's only about $50. You have to go get your insurance first, which is in this dingy building just across. That's pretty straightforward. Again, cash. Insurance is really inexpensive. If you get the smaller displacement bikes, it's like 10 leva per month or something. It's incredibly, when it comes to the money part of things, it's shockingly inexpensive. It's I mean, let's just call it's nothing. Okay, so you go through the system. The plate will cost you 42 leva. Line up, line up, line up, line up. You get this laminated piece of paper. Then, if you have a brand new bike, obviously that's much easier because I don't have to do all the testing and stuff like that. Make sure that everything, VIN numbers, everything matches. That part is really easy. You go into the back and they'll have the plate ready for you. Boom, you show them the paperwork. Oh God, and the guy will just come and drill holes in your car or your bike or whatever it is. They don't fucking care. They'll use like self-tapping screws, they're sitting there, a plate falls down on the ground. It is so frustrating. It's tearfully frustrating and tearfully awful. But again, just please take your brain out, leave it in Sunny Beach or leave it somewhere else. Just leave it in heaven. Just don't let them get to you. They're mean people. Mean people. So at the end, you deal with the paperwork, signature. You gotta have your ID, of course, all the paperwork, passport, Bulgarian card, all that stuff, and then you end up going to this dirty building to put the plate on. They must put the plate on. It's a stupid system, and then you're off to the races. Initially, you can set up insurance for, I believe, the first 3 months, or you can just get it for the full year. A lot of people just insure, especially the motorcycles, just for the summer season. For me, I think the season is year round because even whether you're in sunny, well, I guess if you're in Sunny Beach, you can cruise around on a motorbike essentially year round. Obviously, that's going to be a lot more difficult if you're living in Sofia because it gets a little bit stormy and rainy and snowy. So so get your insurance for the duration of the time. That applies to where you live. I think if you're going to be living in the sort of the Burgos region, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to, just considering how cheap it is, just insure your bike for the whole year. My new bike is still the same cost to insure every single month as my little scooter with the engine the size of my power bank. So it's trivial. Just pay for the year. It really doesn't matter. So now once you get your bike home, always have your paperwork. They give you little stickers and stuff like that, and they give you like a little folding thing. That's the part you always keep with you. Always have your ID, your driver's license, your Bulgarian card. If the cops stop you, always have your ID. Make sure everything is in order. Because they'll ask you for just essentially 3 things. So have a look at your license plate, make sure the VIN stuff is fine, and they will look at your ID, just your general ID, whether it's just your passport. Most of the times, just say hello, blah blah blah. Show them your passport. You just go. It's not a big deal. I've never had any issues in my camper van. Got pulled over maybe once or twice. You roll down your window. You say hello. Always be friendly because everybody's friendly here. So say hello. Just flash your passport. It's all they really care about. Maybe look at your photo. Off you go. It's really easy after that. So again, the only really terrible part is that one day that you're gonna spend at the CAT office in Burgos, and I can't stress it enough. It's awful. I really hope the system changes because it needs to change. It's like you're going back to the 1940s. Not just the procedure of it, just the aura of it. They make you makes they make you feel almost dirty, and they demean you in some strange way. They have this sort of a power trip over you, where one lady, her only job is to grab a piece of paper and type one number and then just print something, and then she like smugly sits there like, fuck, man, put a smile on your face. You just have this one job, is get it done. Blagodaria. Wait. I really wanted to leave the video on kind of like a bit of a happier note, because the last video talking about the government stuff, and I hated doing that, but I just really wanted to make you aware how shitty some of the stuff is and can be when you're dealing with some of the government stuff. But this is really the worst of the worst, so at least you have an idea. So two things I want to tell you guys. I'm just on my way back from Varna. Had an awesome time yesterday. Nothing super exciting, just kind of roamed around. Had just awesome food, all that normal, cool Varna stuff. Loved it. So when you're in Sunny Beach, I am actually not currently in Sunny Beach, but when you come to Sunny Beach, and of course you have to come because it's the world's #1 beach resort. I mean, by far. However, I want to tell you guys another thing, a super secret beach that you absolutely must visit, because it's exceptional. It's quite a bit different. It's a little bit more sort of hippie-ish. It kind of reminds me of, we always talk about this as like the Canadian beach, because from the West Coast, and it kind of looks like Canada here a little bit, camping in Canada. So this is more kind of a more locals beach. It is stunning. I mean, as far as beaches go, it's definitely the most beautiful beach in Bulgaria. Certainly, I don't know, is it the most beautiful beach maybe in all of Europe? I have no idea, but it is awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to give you just a quick quick view of it. So still relatively sort of wild. They put this stupid fucking shit restaurant here. I don't know how they got away with it, but it's there. It's really ugly and really tacky, but it's there. If you're into that kind of stuff, go check it out. But you can actually walk all along the coast and all along those cliffs and kind of these kind of cool rocky cliffs. It is awesome. So when you're in Sunny Beach, pack up the parasites, grab some beers, grab some snacks. There's a little shop here, really nice, no credit cards. You're gonna have to have a car to get here. It's about 15 or so kilometers north of Sunny Beach. Make sure it's a really nice hot day. Just check the forecast. You're going to be heading towards Varna. Turn right, you'll see a little sign. It's such a strangely weird thing here, that the road that connects the beach, essentially the beach with the main highway, continues to be so fucking bad. It just doesn't make any sense, because the improvements here have been absolutely drastic, including the main road. So you're going from this like really nice, you're flying, and then you go right and it's just really shitty. So you don't need an SUV or anything like that, but I mean there are ruts as big as toddlers. So you just kind of have to navigate them. So drive really slowly, please. You're gonna be full of people probably and happy, all that stuff. So yeah, just drive really slowly. However, once you get past that part of the road to the campground and where kind of all the facilities start, they actually did an awesome job. They it used to be kind of very off-roady kind of thing, so they made access to the beach here. And this is, I think, the best way to access the beach is where the little river is, and they put a bunch of like gravelly stones and made it really nice and accessible if you're on a motorbike or walking or by car. There's lots of parking. Find yourself a nice shaded area. Lock up your car, don't forget, and spend a day here. You will never forget it. The water is beautiful. It's really warm. I actually love sitting here in this kind of it's like a freaking bathtub here. It's like this kind of a tepid water thing. I like it. It's fine. It's like a little hot tub. So you can sit here It's so busy in the summer, just so busy and so fun. Just obviously stunningly beautiful people just everywhere. There's volleyball. There's it's actually like a, what do you call it, controlled beach. So there's a lifeguard here. Everybody's so nice. Obviously, it's Bulgaria. And if you want to be a little bit crazy, there is actually some accommodations you can find. There's like these camping, I call it budki, little huts, little houses, but really cool. You have an outdoor kitchen. There's internet, obviously power. There's a little shop. Really inexpensive. So if you want to spend a night here, maybe you had a few drinks and you don't want to drive back, there is a facility here where you can hike up to. It's not very far, and highly recommend it. It's awesome. And again, you're just minutes away from Sunny Beach. 15, 17 kilometers. Really nice, nice. Am I gonna call it easy? It's not an easy road. It's kind of like that twisty mountainous road, but you gotta go up this road towards Varna. It's really cool, and then there's a cool lookout. You can stop at a few places and you look back at Sunny Beach. It's gorgeous. Okay, so my bike. So I wanted to show you my bike. I ended up just scouring the world, exactly what kind of bike I want. I ended up buying BMW. It's called the Baby GS. It's the BMW G310 GS. So it's a brand new, sort of brand newish. This particular model is brand new. It's sort of been around, the previous generation's been around since 2019, but it is a sort of like a new model. I believe I have the very first one, definitely with this color. My order just came in a box from the factory. I just had it for a few days now. I just went through PDI. I picked it up in Varna at the Varna dealership. Everything was absolutely great. There's still a few things that I need to get from them. I need to buy some proper gear. There's lots of accessories coming from all over the world. So that's going to be super cool. So here, I'll give you a shot of my bike. It's a bit dirty right now because I was riding around through rain yesterday. It's like, size of a big sort of a adventure bike, kind of. Geez, I don't know if you can see this, but it is, small displacement, still goes 150 kilometers an hour, more than I need, has all the sort of bells and whistles, secure, ABS and all that kind of stuff, all the modern things, but it's affordable to me. It's the least expensive bike that BMW has. I absolutely love it. I've got like about 300 kilometers on it. It is really for me, for cruising around here in Bulgaria, it ended up being the absolute just the best bike. Not just it's just a great value, but there's the dealer network here. I can get parts quite easily when needed. I got the 5-year warranty, so I mean, 5 years is a long time. If anything breaks, the BMW machines are not, the most reliable. So I was happy to be able to buy that. It was really inexpensive to buy the extra warranty. So it's just, I have something to play with. Again, I'm getting loads and loads of little bits for it, accessories, bags, and some other stuff, windscreen. So, whether you're bored of this stuff, you probably will be bored of me kind of talking about it. But this will be my main mode of transportation around Bulgaria and essentially Europe. We've got loads and loads of trips planned. Just Greece and Turkey and obviously, places like Romania and Poland. But for now, it's my Bulgaria machine. Lots of trips planned, even just next week. I'm going to go on a little trip. First service is at 1,000 kilometers, so I got to head back to Varna. So lots of things. So yeah, I'm probably going to get bored of me talking about it, but I absolutely love it. I love the way it looks. I love the color. And it's been many months of just trying to figure out exactly what I want. I was going to get the big adventure bike. I was going to get maybe the Tenere or even the 800 or the 1250 maybe. But I just found the bikes to be a bit too heavy. I have, like toilet paper arms. I just don't have the strength or even riding ability to be able to handle such a big bike. So I got this little thing. I love it. It's absolutely perfect. My wife and I have been cruising around. She was on the back. We're flying around, just like huge smiles on our faces. Absolutely fucking amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. So that's it for now. I have to head back to Sunny Beach. I'm going to go grab myself a beer, wash the bike, park it for a day or two because I'm just a little bit tired from having fun, to be honest. So then I'm going to go to the beach bars. If you're interested, Sunny Beach, There's a few beach bars already open. We went to one a couple days ago. It was, oh, what an incredible experience. The people were so nice and then welcomed us, and we had food and all kinds of stuff. Met lots of amazing people. So if you are planning on coming to Sunny Beach, of course you should be. I want to make you aware of the fact that yes, now you can sit on the beach, you can have your beer. There are a few places open, of course, Flower Street, lots of places. You want to go dancing, all that stuff. That's absolutely happening. Restaurants, of course. I'm not going to say most of them are open, but I mean, even I think half, probably a third for sure. You're not going to be hungry. Everything is open. Remember, Janet is open if you need to grab yourself some drinks or food for your hotel. The Flora restaurant, you again, 5-star freaking place, absolutely just awesome. Shanghai restaurant is about to open, I guess about 6 days from now. The best Chinese food in Sunny Beach. You got to check it out. And of course, everything in between. You must check out some of the Bulgarian traditional places. And I have a feeling there's probably 20, 30 of them already open. The Sebar restaurants are open, so check it out. And the weather, it was crappy for a while, hence my unsavory mood, because God, it was shitty. Like, I was so grumpy riding the bike yesterday in a thunderstorm. Ugh. So I'm ready for you. That's all. It's freaking, this is the center of the universe. Don't forget, Irakli Beach. It's just here waiting for you. It's free. It's gorgeous. I mean, it's gorgeous. Like gorgeous, and then wow, gorgeous. So don't forget to come here and check it out. It's just wow.